Gaming laptops are becoming more popular, and ASUS has long been an industry leader. If you're looking for a review of the performance these laptops offer, this video will go through the specifications and efficiency of the ASUS ROG Strix G17 gaming laptop. We'll go over the advantages and cons so you can determine whether or not this laptop is right for you. Also, details about the products we speak about will be linked down in the description. Let's start off with the design of the ASUS ROG Strix G17. The gaming laptop's large chassis exhibits great stability. Despite the base unit's substantial weight of almost 3 kilograms, which is entirely constructed of plastic, we were unable to notice any warping. The huge 17.3-inch display, in contrast, is encased in a metal lid. There are no apparent flaws in the general build, which appears to be sturdy. There are numerous prominent tiny and large accent pieces. An eye-catching emblem on the lid is continuously white illuminated. A freely programmable RGB bar that may be lit in conjunction with or separately from the RGB keyboard is also housed at the bottom. Around the case, there are other letterings and messages. The ASUS ROG Strix is one of the largest laptops with a 17-inch display. The case thickness of the ROG Strix SCAR 17 SE rose by about 2mm when compared to its preceding iteration. Despite the very thin 5mm display bezels, the huge cooling surfaces make it a large laptop. On the other hand, the connectivity equipment is extremely limited. Only 2 USB-A ports on the left side allow you to attach a gaming mouse, printer, and other peripherals. There is also a modest but adequate audio connection for a headphone. However, considering the transfer speeds attained by the WLAN module allows us to quickly forget about the poor LAN connection. The ASUS ROG Strix G17 outperforms all competitors here, placing first and impressively in our 5 gigahertz range measurements. Wireless transmission rates exceeding 1 gigabits per second can be obtained in close proximity to the router. Furthermore, Wi-Fi 6E is supported, with its long communication range ensuring reduced interference in locations with several WLAN networks. The keyboard appears to be well suited for gaming. In addition to the full-sized number block and F keys, which are set to their fundamental functionality by default, the ROG Strix includes 5 extra keys that manage the performance modes, volume, and microphone. You can, however, customize them with your own macros. The nearly 1.5mm keystroke makes typing quite pleasant. The keyboard lighting leaves little to be desired. From the conventional rainbow effect to linking specific keys to sensor values, music performed, or display colors, the Aura Creator allows you to program any behavior you can imagine, even individually for each key and the 6 bottom parts. Moving on to the gaming performance of the laptop. Aside from the fast refresh rate and very extensive color space coverage, which almost completely covers the display P3, the display of the ROG Strix G17 delivers average values. The low brightness and at best decent contrast aren't really appealing. However, the competition isn't much better. The wide 17-inch diagonal extensive color space, QHD resolution, and of course, the 240Hz refresh rate, on the other hand, completely demonstrate their advantages when gaming. The AMD Ry Zen 97945HX with the current Zen 4 architecture can give an impressive performance. Its 16 cores and 32 threads alone provide ample performance reserves, enabling maximum clock speeds of up to 5.4 GHz. There is also no shortage of cache, with 16 megabytes of L2 cache and, in particular, 64 megabytes of L3 cache, ensuring fast load times. What this means in practice is demonstrated by our performance ranking across multiple CPU benchmarks. AMD's Zen 4 chip comes out on top practically everywhere. Intel CPUs remain superior only in tasks that need only a single computer core. Current games run nicely in native QHD resolution with the highest detail settings. If the number of pixels that must be computed is cut in half, as in full HD resolution, frame rates can be nearly doubled throughout. The end consequence is significant. The 240Hz display highlights the high frame rates, while the detail loss from QHD to Full HD is tolerable. However, at 60 frames per second, the high refresh rate provides advantages because the input delay is still greatly decreased. This ensures that the display is always up to the task, even when running at fewer than 240 frames per second. ROG G17 got 13796 for average all threads, 13315 for 16 threads, and 1024 for single thread. This demonstrates the remarkable strength of the AMD Ryzen 97945HX CPU, which provides seamless gaming experiences and can easily handle multitasking. In the Time Spy benchmark, the laptop received a total score of 11796 with the visual score of 11793 and the CPU score of 11815. The Time Spy Extreme benchmark resulted in a total score of 5875 with a graphics score of 5449 and a CPU score of 10554. These results are extremely outstanding, especially given that the laptop was tested without RTX. Overall, the ROG Strix G17 is a high-performance gaming laptop with some outstanding specifications. It has a sleek and durable design that not only looks fantastic but also lasts. The design of the laptop is well thought out, with a modest RGB light bar that matches the sleek appearance. The G17's design is ideal for gamers looking for a laptop that not only looks excellent but can also handle strenuous gaming sessions. Click the video on your screen to check out the ROG Strix G16 and its performance.